Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled How to Really Make Low Cost, High Powered Email Marketing, ladies and gentlemen, work for your small business, your products, and or your services. This is installment number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, to this point, I hope there's no debate about whether or not you should be using email marketing, but you need to be using a paid email autoresponder service. There's plenty of good ones out there. As I mentioned before, I happen to use a Weber. There are some far more sophisticated when you get to that level. If that's what you need, you can do those. But there, rather than trying to tell you which one to use, I'm suggesting whichever one you use the paid version of it because it has far more bells and whistles, if you will, than the freebies do, obviously. Now, I realize sometimes money is tight. And there's one particular autoresponder service, I don't want to name them, but you get to build your list out to about 2,000. And I think they're one of the few to do it that way. But again, you're not accessing all of the bells and whistles using that free version of their service. So I'm going to suggest you use the paid one because over time, it's not only going to save you money, it's going to help you make more money. And that's why we're here. So ladies and gentlemen, in part 2 of this video series, you're going to discover at least 3 more potentially profitable reasons why you definitely need to add low cost, high powered email marketing strategies to your long-term marketing arsenal, whether you market primarily on or offline. Now, picking up where we left off in part 1, as you recall, we had this really savvy furniture concern. And let me just stop and say this. These are hypotheticals, ladies and gentlemen, meaning it does not have to be a furniture concern. But we're going to say that they're offering this free drawing. And in the middle of the store, they put this beautiful grill, as you recall. And what they did was, we said that the normal retail suggested price was $1,799, or let's just face it, $1,800. But here was the thing. The grand prize winner was also going to get $100 worth of barbecue from the Smoky Bones Barbecue Pit. And again, that's just a made-up name. And we also throw in, remember, $200 worth of porterhouse steak. So the point is, we want other people to come to this outside barbecue when they finally throw it. Now, 2 things. That should build a huge email list. Should it not? Now, here's the other thing. This is the joint venture part. Here's what we're going to do outside of the furniture concern. Since we mentioned the Smoky Barbecue Pit, we're going to do a joint venture with them. And here's the way it would work. The furniture concern is going to, in essence, finance a free drawing inside the barbecue pit. And hopefully they have more than one location in the general area. And here's the way it's going to work. They're going to offer, if they need to, either one for businesses and one for individuals. But for now, everybody will be lumped into one. Here's the point. Somewhere on the counter, or maybe on a table right near the counter, see that big giant fishbowl? They're going to have this big giant red neon sign, can't miss free drawing. And it's going to say, win $100 worth of barbecue every month for the next year. So in other words, this the tab for this is going to be $1,200 for the year, $100 a month over 12 months for the furniture concern. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, we could go into several splits, but maybe I'll do that in an additional video. But here's the point. They, in essence, the furniture concern or the retailer X is going to give the barbecue pit place $1,200. And then every month, they're going to reach in the bowl, pick out somebody's name, and contact them. But at the bottom of the sign, they're going to have their email address. So in other words, the people have to go to the website, and the cashiers will let them know you need to go to the website and register, because obviously only one person a month is going to win. And what they're going to do with the email is invite other, the rest of the runners up every month into the store for specials and that kind of thing. Now, I want you to just stop and think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the point of this. The furniture concern is going to take advantage of the people coming into their store, correct? But remember, to get those people into the store, they probably had to run initially those outrageously expensive television, radio ads, Sunday newspaper inserts, and/or page ads, billboards, whatever they did, referrals. Even a referral, they had to get the customer originally to get the customer to refer. So the point is, now they're generating leads at a much lower cost because let's say, just for the sake of example, 150 people a day come into the barbecue pit. Let's say it's open 6 days a week. Take one close one day. And let's just say, so we don't sound too pie in the sky, 30% of the people who come in a day enter the free drawing. There is no way that Furniture Concern is lead generating for that minimal of a cost. They are just simply not able to do it until, they get a little more marketing astute. So here's my point. And here's the way it's going to work. Since the barbecue place has a paid autoresponder service, all they're going to do is send the Furniture Concern's market tested link and subject line that they will supply to them. And it will tell the people to come into the store at this particular time between these hours for, this special. And rather than blasting all over the newspaper, they can give a higher percentage discount to those customers coming from the barbecue pit. In other words, the barbecue pit subscribers to their email service. And they can also offer other bribes and goodies because they'll have even a higher profit margin because they didn't have to spend so much to reach these customers in the first place. And that's the point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see how and why strategic email marketing using a paid autoresponder service, people, is definitely the way to go. So on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, entrepreneur, if you're interested in learning how to do that, say in the next 90 days or less, without having to constantly add new customers, clients, or patients, then you just got a glimpse into how that might work for you. But if you need to know more and you're intrigued, see that website there? YouCanMarketOnlineNow.com/sales. You rush over there and you can grab that free 9-page special report. It's written specifically for small business owners, service providers, and/or entrepreneurs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before you take off, I've got a quick question for you. Who else do you know in business who's struggling, who could definitely use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because if they do, entrepreneur, here's what I want you to do. I want you to rush this free 9-page special report over to them via this video and help them out because they will definitely thank you for it later. Now, if you're also asking, hey, Mark, this sounds pretty good. What do I need to do to get my business product or service to the next level? Entrepreneur, I am so glad you asked because here's what I'm going to do for you as well. In addition to the free 9-page special report, which I highly recommend, I'm also going to throw in absolutely free a 22-part small business marketing mastery series on top of the free 9-page special report. That's correct. It's my free gift to you. It's a $97 value. It's my way of saying, hey, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the inner circle. We're glad to have you. But entrepreneur, here's my pledge to you. If for whatever reason, after you go through that free 9-page special report at least a couple of times, people, and if after you've exposed yourself to this free 22-part sequential small business marketing mastery series, if you feel for whatever reason it's simply not for you, then ladies and gentlemen, please feel free, to unsubscribe anytime you wish for whatever reason you want, and we can still be friends. Fair enough? This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again real soon on a Marketing Minute.